Seagate buys Lacie, AntiVirus not needed on iOS, Coda 2 and Diet Coda now available, Google search is Chrome for iOS, and a noteworthy iTunes sale. It's Thursday, May 24th, 2012, and this is iWake. I'm Tim Chaten, and this is what's going on in the Apple world today. Good morning, and welcome to another edition of iWake. Kicking off today's episode is another hard drive company buyout. If you remember, Western Digital and Hitachi merged back in March. Now, in May, Seagate is buying out Lacie. The buyout is for a cool price of $186 million. According to The Verge, Seagate will first purchase 64.5% of Lacie stock from CEO Philip Schupp, sorry pronunciation about that, but Philip is basically giving up his stock, letting Seagate buy it out, and then try to buy out all the remaining shares of the next few months. So first, Seagate's going to buy out most of Philip's stock and then the rest of the company. If it succeeds in purchasing 95% of the company within 6 months, it'll bump the final price paid to Schupp by 3%. Schupp himself will join Seagate as head of consumer products. The move by Seagate follows a $1.4 billion acquisition of Samsung's traditional hard drive business back in December of last year. So Seagate is by far my favorite hard drive company out there. They make the GoFlex hard drives that work with their Seagate Thunderbolt dock, and the only thing I'm worried about here is that there will be no competition left, and that prices will go up as a result of this. It seems that Western Digital and Seagate are the only two big hard drive companies in town anymore. So hopefully competition can continue on, and there will be other competitors that come up. And other news is a crazy antivirus person complaining that iOS doesn't support antivirus software. According to the Register, Eugene Kaspersky is a little disappointed that Apple won't let us develop antivirus software for iOS devices, as he feels it is only a matter of time before criminals target this operating system. We as a security company are not able to develop true endpoint security for iOS. That will mean disaster for Apple. He is of the opinion that App Store apps will be the way that malware hits iOS. To that, I have to remind this to Eugene, that Apple does have a master kill switch that can knock out their hands on this long-awaited title. Not much more to say here, except good job, Blizzard. I hope you're paying your employees nicely. In other app news is a big update to the Mint app for iOS. According to Mac Rumors, users can now create new budgets and edit existing budgets using a clever budget slider to set and adjust existing budgets on their iOS app. Also new is the ability to split existing transactions into multiple categories, such as turning a large Walmart shopping trip into $200 of groceries and $75 of household supplies. This enables more accurate budgeting. The new transaction splitting feature is even easier to use than the existing feature on their website. And that does sound like a cool feature, as when you shop at Walmart, no one really knows what you're buying there, as they have everything. The app is out now and is, of course, still free. The other bit of app news is a big one. Panic Software has just released Coda 2 and Diet Coda for the iPad. Gotta love the name, right? Diet Coda, Diet Cola. Both of these apps are out today, and most notably, both of these apps are 50% off today only. So if you're listening today, You'll want to get these today if you want to buy these apps in the future. The Coda for iPad will be $20, but today is $10. Coda 2 will normally cost $100, but is on sale for $50 today only. Now that I've revealed the price and that these are awesome apps, I should probably tell you what these apps do. Well, Coda 2 and Coda let you write websites on your Mac using real code. And now you can do it on your iPad with Coda. The app does a great job helping you learn to write code by providing autocomplete and other snippets and basically a bunch of aids for new coders, but that doesn't mean the app isn't powerful enough for old coders that know what they're doing. The iPad app makes this solution really cool. You can actually update websites right there on your iPad, and not only can you write websites, meaning update the code, you can also push those changes out to your website, out to the server, and it's pretty sweet. If you're a website coder, then this is your special day. Go out and grab both of these in the respectable app stores. So normally it'd be $120 today, $70. I'm still hopeful for RapidWeaver for iPad, but that day will be a long ways away, I'd imagine. Another app news is version 2.0 of the Google Search app for iOS. The changes are mostly for the iPhone app, but there is one change for the iPad. According to the App Store, the following changes are for the iPhone. Complete redesign, major speed improvements, auto full screen, scroll down to hide controls, scroll up to reveal. It's got a beautiful full screen image search. You're able to swipe away from web pages quickly, return to search results. You're able to search within a web page using the built-in text finder. You're able to easily switch between images, places, news, and more. And finally, you're able to fast access Google apps like Gmail, Calendar, Docs, and more, all from one location. On the iPad, as well as the iPhone, you're able to save images to your camera roll. I'm guessing that these rumors, I should mention, there were rumors about Chrome being available for iOS. I'd imagine those were actually false rumors, and that they were probably referring to this Google Search app for iOS. Google Search is Google's answer to the iOS web browser, as it is a web browser besides a search tool. Another bit of app news today is that Adobe Photoshop CS6 beta is officially dead. Adobe ceased downloads of the Photoshop beta on May 3rd, but now existing users are locked out of the app. If you want to buy Adobe's Photoshop, prices start $700 for the standard license or $250 for the student version. In other news is Samsung and Apple, they're still butting heads. According to the Korea Times, the two technology giants could find no clear agreement for the talks to settle before getting in court. That's according to a Samsung official. As you probably know, Apple's not going to talk about their discussions as of yet. The patent battle is now headed for trial on June 27th, and according to foreign media outlets, both technology giants held firm on their assertions that Samsung continued to demand Apple pay for royalties using its wireless transmission technology, and Apple insisted that Samsung copied its design in various products. Not a surprise at all, and I'm curious to see what the judge thinks of it all. Last up today, I just want to mention that Curb Your Enthusiasm, all 7 seasons that are up on iTunes, are on sale right now. Curb Your Enthusiasm is like a grown-up's version of Seinfeld. It stars Larry David, the creator of Seinfeld. The first 6 seasons are on sale for $15 a piece, and the 7th season is $20. I can't remember what the original prices are, but if you're looking to save a few bucks at least, then now's a good time to pick them up. Well, that's what's going on in the Apple world today. If you like this show, and I really hope you do, please head on over to iTunes. Everyone's got iTunes pretty much. Open it up, search iTunes for iWake, and find the show and write a review. It will take you 5 minutes at most of your time, perhaps even less. So spend the 5 minutes, write a review. That'd be awesome. Also, if you are a audio listener, head on over to YouTube to check out the video version to just see what it's like. Go to youtube.com/TCHATEN to subscribe to my YouTube channel, which features the iWake podcast. Finally, head over to iWakePodcast.com/again to sign up for the premium version of the show, where you get an extra show every Saturday. The $10 a month iWake Again podcast provides you a way to pay for this daily show as well as get extra content. And just a little tip, if you go to iWakePodcast.com, you also get show notes for every show I do. So that's another little tip for those that go to the website. Join me tomorrow for another edition of iWake. Aloha.